Alright, well, tell me about Marie Laveau and then we'll talk about current voodoo.
About Marie Laveau.
Marie Laveau.
There were actually two
Ooh.
Marie Laveaus, mother and daughter. Most people thought they were the same woman. Her continued youth added to that mystique.
Interesting.
The original, the mother, was also known as Widow Paris. It was she that began the empire. When the Widow Paris began to practice, there were many voodooans in the city. By 1830, she was voodoo queen of all New Orleans.
Nice. Anything else?
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
The Widow Paris was a hairdresser for rich Creole
Oh, I
ladies.
bet she did.
She also paid household servants to spy for her.
Huh.
Between the two, she knew everything about everyone who mattered in New Orleans.
Especially about their hair.
She was not above using her information to appear psychic, to intimidate, or even to blackmail.
You sound as though you admire her.
For a black woman in the mid-1800s to gain power is an incredible thing, Mr. Knight. However she achieved it.
That is true. That is very true. Tell me more.
Tell me more about...
She kept a pet snake, danced with it too. She held traditional voodoo ceremonies out by the lake. She took herself seriously, very seriously. But she was not above selling tickets for her events to curiosity seekers.
Oh, so she got rich.
She was not above using voodoo any way she could to make money. That is for certain. But if she had been in another line of work, in another age, that would have been interpreted as entrepreneurial genius rather than a sign of fraudulence.
Hey, you don't need to convince me. I admire anyone that can actually make a living.
Unlike yourself.
Tell me about current voodoo.
Yeah.
Many people think of voodoo in terms of magic spells or grigri. That kind of practice is actually called hoodoo.
Hoodoo.
It is only
You
part
do.
of true voodoo.
Do that voodoo to me.
Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. In fact, it is growing quite rapidly. There are several voodoo churches or temples in the city, and others all across the United States. African Americans see it as a tradition all their own. Whites, and they are many in their religion, attract to it because they think it is exotic.
Isn't it?
I, personally, am more interested in the history of voodoo.
You mean we can finally stop speaking to
Some
you?
of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo. But it is the voodoo of New Orleans that I find so intriguing.
I can imagine.
Tell me more about current voodoo.
There are many voodooans in New Orleans. They often do business selling grigri, telling fortunes, providing luck, and occasionally misfortune. Perhaps you would like to meet a
Yeah.
voodooan. We refer those who seek a deeper experience with voodoo to a local practitioner. Magenta Moonbeam.
Magenta.
Sure.
I would have called her Magentia, but oh.
She lives on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine. I will call her and tell her you might stop by.
Oh, awesome.
Great. Thanks.
Hey, tell me about hoodoo.
Is there anything else I should know about voodoo?
Not if your interest is primarily in voodoo.
Yeah, okay.
Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions, but it will not aid you in understanding true voodoo.
Okay, well, I think we've said
Tell me
anything
more.
else.
It was Marie Laveau
Okay.
who defined the voodoo that is truly and uniquely the voodoo of New Orleans. She invented hundreds, if not thousands of spells, potions, charms, and incantations. These form the basis of the modern practice, not to mention the folk tradition of voodoo.
Okay. You know what, I think we might be done with you.
Tell me.
Her daughter, Marie
Oh,
Gabriel,
more?
took over when the Widow Paris and Allo. Most people thought it was the same Marie Laveau. studies encourage that point of view. The widow Paris died in 1881. Marie Glapion had been reigning a long time by then.
So LeBeau wasn't a last name that they had at all. Okay.
One of Voodoo Queen's servants, and by 1890, the cult was fragmented again. Marie Glapion just sort of faded away.
Oh, that's sad. Tell me more.
The Laveau tomb, where one or both of the Maries are believed to be buried, is in St. Louis Cemetery number 1.
Except maybe neither of them are there?
Shrine
I don't know. I
practitioners
just thought
and
that'd be
tourists
fancy.
alike.
Okay.
I myself take tours through the cemetery on a regular basis.
Ooh.
Really? Do you have any running this week?
No, but the cemetery is open to the general public as well.
Yeah. Fun. Anything else?
Tell me more.
You have heard everything about
Alright.
Is-
Anything else?
No.
No, that's what you said before. Anything else?
Tell me.
You have tapped my resources. My expertise is...
Okay. Anything else?
Tell me.
I've given you as much...
Alright, alright. I'll stop bugging you. How about this?
This is quite a place you have here.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. I have dedicated myself to the preservation of this unique culture. It is gratifying to see others reap the fruits I have sown.
Ooh. Seeds.
So where'd you pick up all this stuff?
Oh, here and there. We accept donations of any pertinent items.
Interesting.
Do you ever get any wackos in here?
Like me? I mean,
You mean besides yourself?
oozing!
Yeah. Besides me.
I do not care to make those kind of judgments, Mr. Knight. All are welcome here.
So, but technically then, the killer could have been here to get all these research for the, faked voodoo murders then?
You're a big guy, aren't you?
Oh.
Do you work out? Play sports?
Wanna go out for coffee one day?
I do not play
Hot
basketball, if that is what you want to know.
Who, me? No. You just look like such a natural athlete.
I do find ways of keeping fit, Mr. Knight. After all, our bodies are temples.
You sound like Grace. I should get the two of you together.
Who?
Is Grace your wife?
No, she just acts like it.
Ah.
So what do you think about summer weather? Have you ever seen it so overcast or so muggy?
It is unpleasant. The heavens are not pleased these days.
More people should die. I mean,
Nice outfit.
I prefer simple cotton to dead flesh, Mr. Knight.
oh, he just burned your
I'll have
leather
to
jacket.
remember that.
Ah, burned your leather jacket. Anything else?
So, how is the museum business?
Those who truly seek understanding are few, Mr. Knight. But even one can be an audience.
Ooh.
Yep, sounds about like my shop.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
A beaded good is on display.
Amazing. What about this?
Large, elaborate drums occupy a corner of the museum.
Can we use them? Hands on drums makes sense.
Open if that were for sale.
Ow.
The drum,
Drums don't go close. Can I ask about
there's
them?
no one to talk.
Can I ask about
There's
them?
no-
Okay, fine. Get my eyes out.
An official voodoo wish and stamp. Rub it and make a wish. A card says.
Oh, this sounds like fun. Alright, let's do some rubbing. Where's my hand gone?
Even if that
No. Alright, fine. Oh, we got our U symbol. Hey, does it work on the drums?
Please, do not touch the drums. They are authentic.
Okay, okay.
Authentic. What?
Oh!
Drums. Do not touch them.
Do not touch the drums. They are authentic drums.
I wish Maliageti was permanently grafted to my thighs.
Ew.
I wish my voodoo book hits the bestseller lists.
Done. I mean, in the next game.
I wish my
Again?
voodoo-
Think something else, man.
wish I had something better to rub than this stupid stuff.
Oh, you do. I mean, ha ha ha! Keep rubbing.
I wish Grace were as hot as she looks.
What? What does that even mean? I don't know. I don't care. Keep going.
I wish my publisher would actually promote one of my novels for a change.
Granted.
I wish...
Again? No wonder it comes true. You just...
I wish
Yeah,
Grace...
that doesn't even mean anything. Anything else? Come on. One last go.
I wish I had $1 million.
Oh, you know, that's nice and simple. Let's have a look. Got some candles.
Flickering candles lend an appropriately spooky atmosphere to the museum.
Nice.
She's got more hair than Mosley.
Oh, now.
Reminds me of a book critic for the New York Times.
On the table is a small coffin. So small, in fact, that it would only fit an infant.
Oh. What's this?
Dang. I've always wanted a skeleton with a bow on its head.
Well, maybe you can have one.
Something about the shape of that knife gives Gabriel the creeps.
Okay, we'll leave then. Now that you've got the creeps. Got nothing else to
I'm
do.
gone.
Bye.
Come back again.
Never again. Alright, now that we've done that, we could go see Magentia. I reckon we'll go to Dixieland and be like, hey, Willie, this is a voodoo shop, right? And he'll be like, no, man, no. And...
Hello.
Oh, I was a little bit off. Hello. Hello. I am typecast. How are you? You just said that twice.
I tell you, Mr. Walker, I'm certain someone's buried a sleep note bag somewhere near my steps.
Suck up
I
there.
haven't slept a week in weeks.
You sound paranoid.
That beat all.
Don't let
Gonna
me
need some easy night candles then.
Do you think that would help? I do hope you're right. I said 3 rosaries this morning for Our Lady's intervention.
Rosaries are good, sure enough. But you burn those candles too, and you gonna whip any old no-sleep gree-gree, I tell you for sure.
Very well, Mr. Walker. Put them on my account and send them round to my house. Oh, and there's another thing. I didn't catch her at it, but I know Mrs. Lefebvre put stomachache powder in my tea at the last meeting of the Creole Grand Dames. Oh, I've been in misery.
She must
You put
pay.
9 pinheads up in a little box, add a pinch of graveyard dust, and put it under her front porch step. That'll turn the trick back on Mrs. Lefebvre, and she'll be the one with the bellyache. I have the pins and the dust right here if you want them.
If the Blessed Virgin will grant me her protection, I'll be safe from these practitioners of evil.
These
We,
bitches.
madame. Though it don't hurt to be proactive none neither. Now does it?
That's
Neither.
all,
Not
monsieur.
now, man.
Merci beaucoup.
Mais non, madame. It is nothing. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Wow, Monsieur Walker.
No, she's... Because that's Susan Silo. And she played the old lady in Gabriel Knight 3 as well. The old French lady at the museum. So, typecast for yay. I guess we'll save here because it's been half an hour. Day 2 will do. So we'll be back next time with more Gabriel Knight 1, Sins of the Fathers. I'll see you then.